Welcome to Champions Code. I'm your host, Kane Swift. Today on Champions Code, imagine a world where your quiet strength becomes your loudest weapon. Today, we journey with Jackie Robinson from a man in chains to a symbol of unwavering resolve. But what happens when even a hero's quiet dignity isn't enough to silence the hate? And how does he transform societal pressure into groundbreaking change? The metallic clink of chains echoes through the military stockade. July 6, 1944. Second Lieutenant Jackie Robinson sits shackled to a chair, his jaw clenched in controlled fury. The crime that landed him here, refusing to move to the back of an army bus. In this moment of isolation, surrounded by cold concrete and hostile stares, Robinson faces a choice that will define not just his future, but the future of a nation. How does one fight injustice without throwing a punch? The answer lies in what happens next. Born in 1919 in Cairo, Georgia, the grandson of slaves, young Jackie inhabited a world of stark divisions. The dusty roads of his childhood led past white's only signs, past whispered warnings and downcast eyes. But within him grew something that couldn't be contained by Jim Crow barriers. At UCLA, Robinson's athletic prowess emerged like a force of nature. You could see it in the fluid grace of his movements across 4 different sports: baseball, basketball, football, and track. But watch closely. There's something else there. In every game, every match, every race, you witness not just physical excellence, but a measured control. A discipline that transforms raw talent into something more potent, a weapon of change. August 28, 1945. Branch Rickey's office in Brooklyn. The air is thick with tension as Rickey, the Dodgers president, launches into a brutal role play. He hurls racial epithets at Robinson, testing not his ability to fight back, but his strength to resist fighting. Robinson's response, a quiet determination that would reshape American sports forever. The minor leagues become Robinson's first battlefield in 1946. Montreal Royals. The jeers cascade from the stands like poison rain. Death threats arrive in the mail. Opposing players sharpen their spikes, aiming to cut him down. But watch Robinson's response. No retaliation, no visible anger. Instead, you see something revolutionary. Excellence as resistance. Every hit, every stolen base, every graceful play becomes an argument against prejudice that no one can refute. April 15, 1947. Ebbets Field, Brooklyn. The first African-American player in Major League Baseball steps onto the field. The weight of this moment could crush a lesser man, but Robinson has learned something vital about power. Sometimes the strongest punch is the one you choose not to throw. When Philadelphia Phillies manager Ben Chapman unleashes a torrent of racial abuse, Robinson's clenched fists remain at his sides. His eyes stay focused forward. In this moment, you're witnessing more than baseball. You're watching a man rewrite the rules of how to fight injustice. If you're enjoying Champions Code, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Champion's Edge. Learn the elite mindset of warriors like Jordan and Phelps to intelligently outperform. Now, back to the episode. Robinson's response to hatred becomes a masterclass in transformative power. In 1949, he leads the league with a .342 batting average, National League MVP, 6 consecutive All-Star teams. Each achievement strikes a blow against prejudice not through violence, but through undeniable excellence. You begin to see how greatness itself can become a form of rebellion. But baseball was just the beginning. After retirement, Robinson's voice grows stronger, more direct. He challenges presidents, writes newspaper columns, and stands shoulder to shoulder with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The discipline that kept him from fighting back on the field now fuels a different kind of resistance. In his testimony before the House Un-American Activities Committee, you hear the same controlled power that marked his baseball career, now aimed at systemic inequality. The strain of being a symbol takes its toll. Robinson's hair turns prematurely gray, diabetes weakens his body, but his spirit, that only grows stronger. 9 days before his death in 1972, he makes his final public appearance at the World Series. Even then, he's pushing for change, demanding baseball hire its first black manager. The fire that began in that military stockade never dims. But Robinson's true legacy isn't just in who he inspired. It's in how he showed us to fight. His number 42, now retired across all of baseball, stands as a testament not to the power of violence, but to the revolutionary potential of disciplined excellence. Here's what Robinson's life asks of you. Where are you choosing the easy response over the powerful one? When faced with injustice, are you reaching for the quick satisfaction of retaliation or the lasting impact of excellence? Robinson showed that true strength isn't in the ability to strike back, but in the power to transform the game itself through unwavering excellence and dignity. His journey from a military stockade to the Baseball Hall of Fame wasn't just about breaking baseball's color barrier. It was about showing us all a different way to fight. In a world that often mistakes violence for strength, Robinson proved that the quietest defiance can make the loudest impact. The question isn't whether you'll face injustice. The question is, how will you choose to fight it? Your moment in the stockade will come. Your test of character will arrive. And when it does, remember Jackie Robinson. Remember that sometimes the strongest response isn't to strike back, but to rise above. To excel so undeniably that you change not just your own circumstances, but the very rules of the game. That's not just a strategy for baseball. That's a blueprint for revolution. On the next episode of Champions Code, imagine if Jackie Robinson's quiet strength and nonviolent resistance could only break barriers within baseball. What happens when that power steps off the field? Next week, meet another icon who carried that silent rebellion into the heart of the segregated South, facing a new challenge as he aims to topple Babe Ruth's hallowed record. Hank Aaron's journey is a testament to how one man's quiet resilience can echo far beyond the baseball diamond. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Champion's Edge. 7 days, 7 champion habits. Train your mind like an Olympian and outmaneuver competitors while putting in less effort. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/cc. Thanks for watching.